Fighter 6.
Opa, muito bom dia a todos daquele jeito. Não tem sono, então decidi abrir daquele jeito. Fazer mais 2 horas somente, ou mais. Cadê o jogo? 10? Meu Deus, que passou? Novo. Ainda.
Street Fighter 6.
Gente, não tô vendo mensagem porque vou esperar. Isso aqui. Gente.
Fighting round. Special match.
E aí, pai do Goiás? Bom dia. E aí, deixa eu ver aqui. Tempo não tem sono. Falta de sono. Tomei um café e agora tá sem sono.
Great match.
Eu coloquei outra personagem aí pra eu jogar com ele um bocado, pra além de outro. Chun-Li. Play. Hoje é. Oxe, vai. Ninguém acordado, né? Oxe. O pai do ganho, eu já vi ponto, né? Que a gente vê de todo mundo, ok? Todos os arames já foi pontos. O Chicago não foi? Ah, vamos ver. Oh. Gente, vamos acordar botando pra fé daquele jeito. Você acabou de chegar lá, daquele. Estamos compartilhando mesmo assim, né? Acordar.
Here comes a new challenger.
Pô, não sei se eu vou vencer, mas se eu vencer Marisa, já. Vencer esse aqui.
Ho ho, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Canadense.
Get into the ring.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Goes for the surprise rush in. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Parrying attack like that is risky, but the reward is the drive gauge building up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Misses the drive impact.
Não.
Hold your breath.
Consegui.
The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Reaches out, stands the bar on up to cook. Gets them.
Olha, agora tá poderoso daquele jeito. Meu
Player
Deus.
2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological
Eu não
advantage.
sabia, eu tava assistindo aí. Aí, ó. Olha o personagem da menina aí, ó.
Immediate jump in.
Matando.
Who's going to start things off? Brushes that off and keeps going. Peppers them with the lightning
Super
kicks.
bem essa menina.
Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management.
Nossa, também.
Digs in deep to get that drive in. Ooh, what a
no.
smart blow. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 is in a very good spot. Punish counter sets the table. Then crowns him from above. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Sumo smash! Gets the bar on up to Kosho. Can they keep on him? Hits him with a stopping block. Peppers them with the lightning. This can lead to some big damage. Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Both sides getting ready. Player 1 throws him.
Não.
Getting up close and personal. Turns out. What now? Kicks out a kick. Punish counter on reaction. Lightning kicks. Noticeable life. Oh, putting it all on the
Nossa,
line.
pouquinho só. Isso agora.
They're dizzied. Put them on notice. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win.
Negativo. Ou com outro. Qual o risco de ser mais gado por isso aí? Joga com
challenger.
E não, né? Vou conseguir.
This isn't about just winning the match. Pride and bragging rights are at stake here. Both fighters will need to bring their A game to the table.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Starts with a jump in. The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. And a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Taking stock takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Gets the parry in and adds some pressure. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the fight. It's turned into a driveless fight. A quick breather. Player 2 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Up tap to close it. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start. The next round, just goes for it at this range. Goes for the Sakai Fuhazan. Vintage Jury. Out hits him with a stop and bop. Clean parry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Counting on the super to do the job. Player 2 digs in deep to get that drive in. Saw that coming. Holy! Brushes that off and keeps going. Throw leaves them wide open. Punish counter sets the table. Are we gonna tap them on the dome? Okay, here we a super arc. Player burns out. Overhead. Reads the jump in perfectly. Poses them with closes it out.
No.
Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Daquele jeito.
challenger.
Menina com menina, daquele jeito.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Wishim you on the scene. I'm not gonna lose.
Vai ele daquele jeito.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Scores a punish counter right off the bat. What a read. Decides to go in with the target counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. All right. Player two
Nossa,
doesn't have a
não
lot
sabia
of
disso
drive
não.
gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Uses the target combo as a filler. Peppers them with the right stands up bar on a Kikosho. Player two in there.
Uau, aprendi.
Player
O jogo é
two
muito
takes
bom
the round
aprender.
like a thief in the night.
Don't
What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Risky up close. Burnout activates. Jumps in. All right, what brushes that off and keeps going? Were they baiting them into that? Player one is in a pretty... They're going for the super art? What'll happen here? Player two needs to use the threat of the corner here. Going binomial theorem with a Bushin scramble. This is gonna hurt. Bushin beats assaults them from the air. Are we gonna sweep them from above with the Bushin beat? What a finish!
Levei, hein?
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
The drive impact doesn't work. Hits him with a stopping bomb. There's the impact. Not letting that go unpunished. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player two has an empty drive here. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Both absolutely refusing to give up. Drive impact misses. Target combo into... Harry connects. Nothing stops this train.
Pegou bem.
Player two is looking at a good Kikosho, getting it some real damage. It goes out of sight. Ooh, put a little extra on that. Both sides getting ready. And whips, they're wide open. The drive's there. Can they snatch that last bit? Are you
Wow.
kidding me? Player two made some smart moves there. Great game.
Outro lugar, vamos lá. Gente, vamos acordar, gente. Muito bom dia a todos que estão acordados daquele jeito. Muito bom. essa aí.
Here comes a new challenger.
Vai ser complicado pra mim. Essa aí luta muito bem. O poder dela é bem diferente.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Beginning operation.
I'm not gonna lose.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Denies the attack and the throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Oh, with the drive impact. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge, and they outlasted. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout?
Nossa.
Neither of them willing to back off. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Player 1 has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within. Rick closes it with a classic corner throw. Player 1 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. They're going for the super art. Brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? They exchange blows.
Oxi.
Breaks the block with a throw.
Reage, mulher.
Just goes for it at this range. Can they keep on him? How can they steal this win in such a precarious situation? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Finishes with the throw.
Essa aí.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Lightning kicks.
Que bom, gente.
Here comes a new challenger.
Mesma personagem. Deus.
and they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Ready? Then show me. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Still slugging it out here. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Drive lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Reaches out with them, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it.
Uou, ganhei.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the
Nossa.
night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Nails the anti-air. Still slugging it out at this range. Burnout activates. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter on super art. Smart use of the KO.
Nossa, dessa vez eu dei.
This is the final
Now I
round.
understand.
Expect to see some fireworks.
Don't underestimate me.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Synchronized jumps. The last round. It's now or never. Serenity Stream. Player 2 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Slick overdrive Tenko there to call them out. Player 1 is working with brushes that off and keeps going. Hits that with confidence. Catches, burns out. Can they putting the cherry on top. Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
How is that?
Player 1, solid anti-air. Noticeable life lead is they're just gonna go for it with the super. Oh boy, it is over.
Já foi pra Colinas.
Player 1 showed they are truly the best of the
Pode
best.
jogar aí, né? É fine. Tá bom.
Comes a new challenger.
Eita pô.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
The top player,
Deixa a
Rashid.
boca, né?
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Complicado isso
Let's see
aí.
what they try to do here in the first round. Drive reversal to break in. Wants the reset enough to burn some drive gauge. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. They need to hold out. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? tricky territory. Goes for the super art. Both players with no drive in the tank. Both unable to use drive gauge at this key point. Gets the knockdown, and now one fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover, or are they in trouble here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the parry. Player 1 chases them down. Closing moments of the match. In there!
Muito bem.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get
Gente,
away
tô
with?
subindo.
Round 2. Fight.
A lot of courage behind that super art at the start of the round. How will they take advantage of everything that Pac takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super? Will that super be the turning point? Neither of them willing to back. Brushes that off and keeps going. Nice carry. Are they trying to bait a throw? They may have something up their sleeve. Player 1 needs to use the threat of the... just goes for it at this range. Burnout activate. Showing finds the target. Oh no, they're stunned. The low kick hits. A quick breather. Overhead. Looking for a chance. Going on the offensive. There's a burnout. Player 2 gets him with a Euro step. Ghost drops him from the air. Carry kick reversal.
Como?
Catches flatlines him. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Who will come out on top in this final round? Picks up the counter. Low heavy. Just goes for it at this range. Saw that. Gets him with a Euro step. Player throws him. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. There's a burnout. No resources to work with. Runs that off. What now? Player 2 not going anywhere. Catches them out. Closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with.
Not enough.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Time for a drink. A parry? Drive reversal. Grabs him. Closes the gap for the grab. The super armor does its job. Uses a drive parry against the attack. Player 1 with the life lead. Can they exploit this advantage? The attack is parried. Knocked down. The drink level's at 4. All inhibitions are out the window. Parries the attack. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistake. The low heavy connected? Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Opts to create space to start. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Did well to get the buff in there. Gets the counter hit throw. Knockdown. Sends a bar on up to Gosta. Player 1 hits him with a stop and bop. A quick breather. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Big difference in life and super. Any mistake, they're going for the super art. Reaches out with a light clutch read on that impact. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is gonna be bad news. Drive reversal. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. He'll cut that boy off. He's had to. Burns out. The next touch may decide this round. Will they go all in without drive?
No.
Okay, here we call show from heaven. Will this super art do anything? Chips him for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Starts things off with a trumpet, gets him with a Euro step. Solid anti-air. Going on the offensive, delivers the pain right to their doorstep. Clean reversal. Earns a breather to reset the situation. Connects with the throw. Both fighters desperately want meter here. Resource management is the key to winning. Both sides getting ready. Distant leads to some big damage. Overdrive lightning kick. Drive impact misses. Escapes with the reversal. There's a drive impact. Player 2 is looking at it. Ooh, what a smart throw. Oh, draw super hard incoming. Breaking on them to lay down some damage without giving up ground. Kikosho from heaven. I can't believe it. Lightning kicks. They're in range. They're just gonna go for it with the super. I called it. I called it. They are done. Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Pegando.
Lightning kick.
Ave Maria. Todo mundo dormindo. Opa, e aí, um salve aí, Gabriel, bem-vindo. Quando tem camper de FIFA? Ah, no sábado, próximo sábado já. Já está preparado para ganhar o camper? É, vai ter camper mesmo, já tem o banner vai ser publicado amanhã, okay? Já é hoje, né? Já são 5 da manhã e 5 da Onde saiu esse golpe aí? Não sei disso não, hein? Não sei se vou jogar. Oxe, por que não sabe que você vai jogar? É sábado. Tem que treinar, tem que treinar amanhã. Ó, Ocean, cadê o negócio aí, ó? Quer treinar, esqueci que tava no modo bloqueado. Treinar pra matar, hein? Pra ganhar tem que ser desse jeito. Nossa, tá uma chuva na rua. A chuva não cai dentro da casa, né? É chuva na rua, tá caindo chuva, gente. Ei, pessoal, todos os franceses já estão dormindo. Bom, os asiáticos já estão todos acordados. Tu tá no Discord? Ah, sim, eu tô no Discord, sim. Quer chegar aqui no Discord? Pera aí. Eu tô aqui na sala aguardando, ok? Nossa, show. Se quiser entrar, pode entrar aí, tô na sala, ok? Vou lá matar. Ah, vou matar assim nenhum bandido que já não tá entrando, deve estar dormindo todo mundo. Oxente. Esse jogo pode ter boot aí pra tentar matar à vontade. E fazer igual a Free Fire, olha gente. Boot Free Fire não é mais boot não, é boot inteligente. Boot safado. Ando. Tem que ver aí seu ponto, tá ligado? Vai. Alô, e aí?
Opa,
Suave?
suave.
Ah, você tá preparando, né, pra jogar, matar bandido Free Fire? Oxi, ninguém entrou até agora. Eu tô à espera.
Vou até dormir.
Dormir? Dormir por quê? Que horas são lá na sua cidade?
Vai ser 1h da manhã.
Ah, tá dando assim.
Meia-noite 43.
Ah, ok. Ok.
Online. Ready to match.
Vai ter camp sábado, presidente.
Sim, vai ter campo esse sábado.
Vai ter premiação? Ou não?
Sim, sempre quando eu faço campo eu tenho que ter permissão, né? Mesmo.
se a line for jogar, tem que botar o nome lá na lista lá, né?
Todos que é da line tem que. O nome vai estar aqui no Discord.
Beleza.
E todos têm que estar na live também.
Uhum. Então tá, presidente. Tchau. Valeu.
Ok, boa noite. Tchau.
Arcade. Online.
Vai ou não vai? Nossa, vai ou não vai? Meu Deus.
Here comes a new challenger.
Vamos morrer. Eu espero que ele tá com rolo de som, né?
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Beginning operation.
Point,
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one.
A gente vai rodando.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Opts for the throw. An aggressive attack. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. All right, what's coming up next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Very solid KO.
Isso.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Big low reaching heavy. This is gonna be bad news. Reaches out with a lightning kick. Down to the wire. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Quick breather. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a super art. Just goes for it at this range. They're going for the super art? Oh, yo! Rock super hit! Oh, let's go! Solid anti-air! Getting up close and personal. A jump? Raw super art incoming. Swats them. They're wide open. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Up for the end. What a finish! Player 1 was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Potential takes him up. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Buy some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Throws them down. What are they thinking here? Throws them to negate the block. All right, what's coming up next?
Não, Aida.
The grab misses. Sees it coming and takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. KO.
Nossa.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Cannon spike? They piled up plans a punish counter for the first hit. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Hope they can't squander this punish counter chance. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Stands a bar on Kikosho. Both fighters planning something? Just goes for it at this range. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Connects with the throw. Going in, drops them. A real test of nerves here. They're recovered. Perfect use of the corner is rewarded with the win this round. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Who's going to... They're going for the super art? Final round. Who will the fighting game gods favor here? Excellent block. Drives it back, misses. Peppers them with the lightning kick. Opts for the arrow. Nothing stops this train. There's the burnout. Player 2 is... Will this super art do anything? Oh, putting the cherry on top. Chases them down. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Counter hit lands.
Nossa.
A win? That's exactly what they wanted. Player 1 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Meu Deus, vem aquele jogo bem forte. Tem muita vida, né? Ninguém chama, não? Boa. Aí logo meio. Eu dá ponto. Ponto. Vamos lá matar. Uau. Não tá saindo, Nico, não. Deixa eu ver um fato.
Here comes a new challenger.
Não sei se vou conseguir vencer ele, mas vamos lá que vamos.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Come on.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Oh, with the drive impact. Oh! The super armor does its job. Deals some sick damage there in exchange for some meters. Trips him up. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover? Will this super art connect? The super art finds its mark. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. KO!
Muito bem.
Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. Look, hits him with a stop and bop. Player 2 did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Are they going to fill up their super meter for a small advantage or concentrate on the offensive? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here.
Isso.
Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Escapes with the reversal. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super.
Isso.
Will that super be the... They're going for the super art? This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. How's this round? They can't squander this punish counter chance. Going in? Player 2 experiencing burnout. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knocked him out of the air. A quick breather. Hikosho! Getting in some real damage. Player 2 sets up with the jump in. The Dragon Lash Super hits flatlines him. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Starts things off with a jump in. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Hits him with a stop and bop. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Drive impact misses. Taps him on the toe. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Oh, yo! Raw super hit! Both fighters are desperate for meter. What's next? A jump reads the jump in perfectly. Lightning kicks. Player 2 is in a very... Ooh, what a smart throw. Okay, here we go. Noticeable life lead is a comeback still. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Poses them with the kicks. They are done. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama.
Ah, saiu por quê? Oxi. Levou surra demais. E que não vai aguentar. Como é que tu quer jogar? Tu deve estar dormindo. Vou jogar modo aventura, mas tá.
Here comes a new challenger.
Eita porra, aquela aí é forte, hein? Tem não.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Nowhere to run. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checking their opponent. Puts one in the pocket. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. Player 2 has used up all of their goes for the super art. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. In a dire digs in deep to get that drive in. With the life gap opening up, will this super art connect? A quick breather. KO!
Nossa.
Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump in. This round is so important. You can feel the intensity in the air. Nails the anti-air. Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Sai Hasho, jump, knockdown, and triggers the feng shui engine. The real jury's coming out to play. Noticeable life lead doesn't let up and gets the stun. This round may be as good as over. Player 2 throws them. What's next? Only a little gets him with a Euro step. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Oh, here we go. Looking for a hold. A parry? Reversal. Kikosho from heaven. What now?
Wow.
We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Loads up a pump. Brushes that off and keeps going. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Amazing! Player 2 is in a very good spot. Grounds him from above. There's a burnout. Oh, here we go. Poetry in motion. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? This can lead to some big damage. Player 1 needs to use their drive move. They're just gonna go for it with the super. Bomb slaps a bit.
Nossa.
Player 2 can't hit. It is over. Player 2 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Jeito. De novo? Ai. Meu Deus. Ok, gente. E vamos acordar botando café. Bom dia, Quilinha Gamer. Tudo bom? E... Acordar, gente. Estão dormindo. E...
Here comes a new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Wishing on the scene. I'm not gonna lose.
Ah, gente. E vamos acabando botando café daquele jeito.
Here we go.
Dominar.
What are these fighters going to do?
Aquela aí,
Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Ooh, what's this? There's a punish count. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. That should teach them you can't just throw out moves. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let those for the super art. Player takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Taking stock. Player 1 needs to deal with this burnout. Very solid corner switch. It's a normal hit, but they get in there. Life lead, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a Getsu.
Muito bem.
Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking goes for the super art? Combo with the target combo. Hits him with a stopping block. Knockdown. Player 2 chases him down. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Were they baiting them into that? Player experiencing burnout. This is gonna be bad news. Goes for the aerial Kikosho. A super art? What'll happen here? That's a counter. Life lead is there. The low heavy connected.
Empatou, hein?
Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Were they baiting them into that? Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Ah, burnout activates. Player 2, Kikosho, getting it some real damage. Roll, stop, and whip. They're wide open. Oh, there's a burnout. And they burn out in sync. Great job in escaping that corner pressure and moving back to center stage. Oh, yo, raw super hit.
Nossa.
Spends it all on the super. Not shy one bit about it.
Meu
They
Deus.
saw that they had the game. Are you kidding me?
Nossa, ganhou ainda.
Player 1 made some smart moves there. Great game.
Vamos. Não vai não. Ah, vai.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The first round knocked them out of the air. Potential takes them up. Potential kicks. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Knockdown. Any developments early in the round will set the table for the rest of the fight. The fighters are at a standstill. What's going on through their heads? The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Which of these fighters are going to get the SA gauge advantage here? I want to see how they manage their SA gauge here. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. This is looking bad. What are they going to do? In a dire situation, the KO. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for it all, but just misses. Combo with the target combo. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. Uses the target combo as a filler. Sends a bar on the Kikosho. Both fighters planning something? Brushes that off and keeps going. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Knockdown and a super art?
Still feeling it.
Not close enough for the throw. Smart play with the throw. Their spacing is so on point right now. They can't squander this punish counter chance. And they create an opportunity. Bends the meter, hoping for a good return. A quick breather. The low heavy connected? Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Let us begin.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. What are they thinking here? They get the wall splat, and now the opponent is defenseless. They couldn't escape the pressure of the impact. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Will this super art connect? He takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Down to the wire. Heading into the end game now. It goes for the super art, goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Long low attack hit. Were they baiting them into that? What'll happen here? KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 is in burn. They're going for the super art. A quick breather, brushes that off and keeps going. Still slugging it out at this range. Going in? They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Player low heavy. Zones with the fireball. Sends a bar on the Kikosho. Knockdown and player 2 corrects them. Closing moments of the match. One hit puts the fear of God in it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Final round. Fight.
Open, sets up with the jump in. Wow, sat and waited for this opening. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player 2 needs to fix that iffy gauge management to stay in there. They're sitting on a full super art gauge, but turning it right up with a super. Punish counter sets the table. Here comes a big combo. Back into the corner. What set up to the low? They shoot their shot. Punish counter on reaction. Noticeable life lead. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Up to spin the meter on the super. Breaks through with the throw. Player one is a force to be reckoned with. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jump. Oh, what's this? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player two will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. The drive gauge is completely empty, meaning their ability to block is also weaker. Player one chases them down. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunity. Blocks it just in time. They must have anticipated a super art coming. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player one will want to take advantage of their meter lead while they have it. Life lead opens up. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Sends a bar on up Kikosho. The super doesn't hit. Player, they've been pushed into the wall and the stun's there. Oh God, this is tense. Reaches out with the lightning kick. KO.
Consegui ainda. Nossa.
Player two with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round two. Fight.
Immediate jump brushes that off and keeps going. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. This is gonna be bad news. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player two has the life lead. Can they use it? There's still a lot of fighting to be had. It's anyone's match. Uses the target combo with a fill-in. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player experiencing burnout. Player two will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. What'll happen here? Jumps up. A super art? They're going for the super art? The low kick hits! They exchange blows! Closes it out! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in? The last round. It's now or never. Brushes that off and keeps going. A jump? Player one, punish counter on reaction. Punish counter sets the table. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge challenge. Player corrects them. Can both fighters continue without rot? Finds the target. Okay, here burns out. Shrugs that off. Oh, stun. Bad news is on the way. Quite excellent read. The low. Oh, here we go. Reed pumps the brakes on the impact. Impact squashed. Time to make them famous. Chisels them down. I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. The drive impact doesn't work. Ooh, hits him with a stopping bomb. Did well to get the buff in there. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Player, oh!
Nossa.
There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Taking stock. Just goes for the super art? Will this super art connect? The super armor does its job. Nice. Sees the combo through and takes the round. Player one picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Sees it coming and blocks it out. impact's a no-go. Oh,
Nossa,
this is gonna be bad news. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Hits him with a stop and bop. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Sends a bar on the Kikosho. Going in, player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown! Here comes the mix-up. Throws him. Oh, with the drive impact doesn't work. Oh, what's this? There's a drive impact. Closes it out.
nossa, isso aí já era.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
São eles.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
I'm not gonna lose.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. Life lead opens up. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate jump in. The next round is beginning. What's gonna happen now? Hold your breath. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Amazing concentration on display as they punish when their opponent's attack left them wide open. That souped-up Sobot smokes them extra hard. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive impact. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 will a super art. Player 1 has the super gauge advantage. Turns out, all the throw connects. Are we gonna see a cut? What a sick counter! It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Opens with a jump in. Final round. Nothing stops this train. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. That's a counter. More fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Drive. Raw super hard incoming. Amazing. Player 1 has the super kick and whip. They're wide open. Lightning kicks. Hikosho getting in some real damage. Wait, will this super art do anything? Getting up close and personal. They're just gonna go for it with the super. No way they did that. Oh my god, what? The drive impact doesn't work. The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. Time to make them famous. Player one clinches the win! But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Yeah.
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Poses them with a kick. Impact squash. Whiffs the impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. Throws them to negate the block. Player one with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player two doesn't have a lot of drive baits to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Projectile to track. There's the drive impact that's going KO.
Nossa.
Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
Immediate. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. How will this super art connect? The greatest Sobot! Can they build off of it? It hits them with a stopping box. Brings out an early super to pile on the pressure. Both fighters are working with the digs in deep to get that drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player two needs to use the threat of the court. Just goes for it at this range. Big opportunity coming. Picks up the counter. This is going to be huge. Burns out. What's next? Pokes with a kick. This is a complete shutdown. They can't get the counter hit and the win. Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
Tem que tocar personagem aí. Usar outro personagem.
Great match.
Meu Deus. Ok, isso aqui. Poxa, não tem ninguém não?
Here comes a new challenger.
Agora vai acontecer as coisas vão andar.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Achei.
Beginning operation.
Simple and clean.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Ooh, what's this? Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Starts off zoning with fireballs. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to follow up. Player 1 creates a good corner on it. KO!
Nossa, eu achei muito
Player
bom.
1 picks up the first round.
Belíssimo.
That'll give them a psychological advantage. Big counter. Fires off a whirlwind. Rushes that off and keeps going. Lays down a whirlwind. Down to the wire. There's the impact.
Nossa, menino.
Not letting that go unpunished.
Fica tudo, né?
Player 2 can't use experiencing burnout. Goes for the fireball. Ends the meter. Hoping for a good return. Going in. They're going for the super art. Super rashid kick to make their extremities single. Player 1 just goes for it at this range. Hits him with the 96 killer beast snip. Ends the round with a sick combo. Amazing.
Essa menina pegou bem pegado.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Sky high.
Combo with the target combo. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Can they outlast it? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? KO.
Nossa, não tem.
Player
Como é que
1
é?
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Got their eye on the air. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Lays down a whirlwind. The jump in is denied. There's a change of
Essa
sides.
menina tem esse pé comprido
Going
aí,
in,
ó.
player 1 is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. Both fighters planning something. They're going for the super art. Hits them with the 96 killer beast
Vamos
snitch.
fazer as costas de novo.
Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Super Rashid kick. Bro is aiming for max CPM here. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 2. No! Stunned off the wall. What a finish. Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Duas vezes. Mas.
Racing winds, come to me. Prepare for turbulence. Here comes a new challenger.
Será que vai dar bom agora? Tentar.
This is gonna be a 5-star
Olha,
match.
cara.
Get ready for
Olha.
history to be made.
Nowhere to run.
Simple and clean. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Finds the time to squeeze in a buff. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whip an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 is, will this super art connect? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table.
Pushing.
Knockdown. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. This is the range where things get KO.
Nossa, não.
Player 1 picks up the first round.
Entendi
That'll
que-
give them a psychological advantage.
Round two. Fight.
Misses the drive impact.
Time to go crazy.
You do not want to whip an impact. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. Still scrapping for control of the space. Hits up the counter. This is going to be huge. Are we gonna... just goes for it at this range. In there. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win?
Final round. Fight.
Start things off with a jump in? It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Gotta do better than that. Medium, they're going for the super art. Push both cheeks into that super rashid. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Tries to act quickly but whisks the attack. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Jump! Amazing! Both fighters are down to half life. What are they gonna drive? Impact misses. Player 2 can't let this simmer. There's a burnout. What now? Medium kick, low heavy. A real test of nerves here. It is over.
Meu Deus.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Tries to act quickly but whisks the attack. Shows the medium kick, baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. A drive impact. Can they convert this punish counter opportunity into something? Knockdown. Okay, both fighters have taken a long step back. They're both looking to reassess the fight. The fighters take a step back to reassess. Time for a new game plan. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Player 1 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy damage. Taking stock. Lays down a whirlwind. Player 2 has adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Risky up close KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Goes for it all, but just misses. Fires off a whirlwind. Throws a fire. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Connects with medium kick. Just goes for it at this range. Super rashid kick to make their extremities tingle. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Backs them into the brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Are we gonna see a comeback? It's just what they were after. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Give me a little bit more.
Final round. Fight.
Impact squat. Hits him with a stopping block. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. They're back into the corner now. This is more fuel to the fire. Cook them up. Wait, Are they actually dead?
That felt good, didn't it?
Hanging by a thread! Tricky, what a finish! Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Meu Deus. Ok. Vou usar outro personagem aí, ó. O personagem bem usando aí há tempo, né? Ele. É mal não. Milza, boa noite. Boa noite mais, né? Bom dia. Bom dia daquele jeito. Ai, meu Deus. E aí, foi Cid? É, gente, já estão acordando? Ou estão no caminho de dormir já daquela área?
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Dormir não, hein?
Welcome to the stream. Let me have
Puxa, não
some
mudei.
fun.
Ah, mudei. Ok. Vou usar soco na cara.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Checks with the projectile. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Was looking for that jump attack. Player 2 is maintaining the corner position for some juicy. This is gonna be bad news. Ends the round with a punish counter. Living in the opponent's head rent-free right now. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Immediate jump in. They both takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player 2, there's a wall splat. They can't do anything now. Now that's how you use an impact. They're going for the super art. Going in. Player 1 brushes that off and keeps going. Sandblast. Player experiencing burnout. Checks with a super art. The super doesn't hit. They must have a game plan here with the crown zone from above. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whip punishing. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ah, cara, saiu. Tem chance pra ele.
Too slow. Long guy. To
Super forte.
Rising uppercut. Get out of here. Get out of here. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a break. Time to go to work. Not too slow. Long guy. To mess with. Yo, you good?
Ele nem chama.
Here comes a new challenger.
Esse negócio aí.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Showtime, baby! Let me have some fun.
Round 1. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Nothing but air for the impact. Whipping a drive impact opens a huge window to get punished. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Oh, will this super arc connect? Taking stock. Player 2 must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. Reads their mind and texts the throw. There's the impact. Not letting that gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. Player 2 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. The next round is beginning. Hits him with a stop and bop. Will this super arc connect? Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. That souped up Sobot smokes up extra hard. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. The throw missed. Think a super arc? The super doesn't hit. Gets the counter hit for the win. They're so good at whiff punishing. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Starts things off, finds the target. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Player 1 is in burnout state. A rare chance here. They gotta do something. Player 2 can't use drive anymore. Punish counter sets the table. There's a drive impact. Checks with a stick, turning it right up with a super. Raw super hard incoming. Player 2 can't use any drive boost. Gotta play it safe. Looking for a hole. Sets up with it. It's over. Player 1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes all in with the uppercut. Uses the target combo as a filler. Player 1 has the life advantage. Got a small life lead, but it's not over. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Both of them have entered burnout state, which will drastically change their approach to the... Will this super arc connect? So they break forward, takes a big gamble, and rips out a raw super. Player 2 turned this right around with that super. The kick hits! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Hits him with a stop and bop. Brushes off the impact. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Just goes for it at this range. Going in a super arc. Vulcan blast. Still slugging it out as this meets them air to air. Tunes up the band and hits the greatest robot. Checks with a sandball. Nice fireball. Closes it out.
Uau.
Here's the final round. The real fight starts
Muito
now.
bem. Empate ainda. Ainda, final agora.
Starts things off with a jump in. Drives it back, misses. Hits him with a stop and bop. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Were they baiting them into that? No more drive on hand. Here comes, will this super arc do anything? Excellent read. Throws that off. Turns out. Okay, here we... Perfect execution with the anti-air. Both fighters' drive gauges might be... Oh, yo! Raw super here! Both sides getting ready. What are they gonna do? Sets up with the jump in. Tunes up the band and hits the greatest solo. Takes Player 1 is in a very good put them on notice.
Nossa.
Player 1 is gonna be watching replays for this one for a while. They really took it down to the wire.
Meu Deus. Só pensa
Come on. Good?
E...
Here comes a new challenger.
Difícil ganhar essa aí. Tentar.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Lots of aggression from both sides. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Punish is there with the drive impact, really laying on the pressure. Player 2 needs to deal with brings out the super art. How is this gonna work out for them? Player 2 turned this right around with that super. Grabs him, checks him with the projectile. From up above, knockdown. Lightning opts for the throw to close it out. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Slice, lot of courage behind that super art at the start of the round.
Nossa.
How will this impact? Rising uppercut. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. Forcing them to block the drive impact near the corner is a very smart play on their part. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive game. Now's the time. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with, lands a rising uppercut. Challenge from above. Noticeable life lead is a come add up that grip, muscle, and speed, and we're talking a game of damage. What's next? Great job in this. Closes it out. Player 1 is a force to be reckoned with. It's not over yet. Let's believe it's time for that run back. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Gets through the opening. Decides to go in with the target combo. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Taking stock. Neither of them willing to back off here. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Throws them. What's next? Player 2 needs to deal with this burnout. Knockdown. Big counter. Gets the jump in. In there!
Nossa.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Barry! Who hits him with a stopping block? Goes in on the impact for nothing. You do not want to whiff an impact. Player a super arc. The super doesn't hit. Sees him coming and shrugs it off with a super arm. Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Risky up close scrap still going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Knockdown and players, that's not gonna hit. What were they thinking? Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. They taps him on the throw.
Super bem.
Ooh, the drive impact hits for opponent. Flatlines him. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Final round. Fight.
Target combo tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Player blocking that drive impact isn't going to work. The super doesn't hit. That's not gonna hit. Drive impact misses. Wrecks them. Player 1 connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player burns out. Hits that with confidence. What's next? But what were they thinking? The Gladius tries them open. Close range projectile. Target comp throws. Oh, here we go. Called it.
Nossa.
Called it. Super out of nowhere. The
Eita,
big
pô.
brains on this competitor is unreal. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish.
Aí fui bem.
Player
Essa
1
cara, velho.
comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
Tentar pegar outro personagem pra ver e ver qual é que combina bem para, tá? Normalmente aqui, ó.
Great match.
Ih. Boa, cara. Não, não. Ah.
Fighting round. Online. Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Nossa, vou tentar.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
No mercy for you.
Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Charges in with authority. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. They've got nowhere to run now that they're in the corner. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Knockdown takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Fireball into the charges forward.
Nossa,
Closes with the throw.
This guy.
Hitting him with the smart stuff. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. This round is so important. You can feel the down to the wire. Player 2 chases them down, goes for the super art, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Their drive gate, there's the wall splat. They can't do anything now. Oh, what's this? This is gonna be bad news. Player 1 in dire experiencing burnout. They're going for the super art. Oh, the throw connects. Will this super art do anything? Spends it on the level 1 super. Connects with the throw. Opts for the arrow. We're so close to the end of the round that it may not matter. The fireball at that range. Player 1 gets the win in a convincing fashion.
Nossa, isso é demais, hein?
They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talk? Rushes that off and keeps going. Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Okay, takes them all the way to the corner. What is he thinking here? Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. The low heavy hits. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive. Will this super art connect? What a clutch side kicks there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? Heading into the end game, ends with the projectile.
Nossa, esse cara tá sempre usando
Player
poder
1
aí, ó.
takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the jump in to start. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going? Brushes that off and keeps going. Projectile to try and change the situation. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Gets a risky button. Going on the offensive? Players, there's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. Shinku Hadouken. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. You've got him experiencing burnout. Closes with the throw. Hitting him with the smart stuff. That was a clinic on how a solid neutral game wins matches.
Saber cena com ela pra ver como é. Olha isso. Olha isso. Nossa. Tem outro personagem aí. Já volto rapidinho, gente. lá jogar daquele jeito, com essa personagem de matar. Ver se funciona muito bem. Não.
Here comes a new challenger.
Ok.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Round one.
Não sei se você vai bem.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checks with the projectile. Almost had it, but he gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Forcefully closes the gap. That drive impact is blocked. Decides to meet them in the air. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Low heavy hits. Nick with a super art connect. Well-timed corner switch. Knockdown. Heading into the end game now. It's getting KO. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with?
Round two. Fight.
Blossom! Throws a projectile to zone the opponent. Grabs him. Good work staying in throw range there. The throw whiff. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Player 1 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 2 can't use any drive moves without burning and experiencing burnouts. Looks like a super art. Sure you can. The path to a win looks very tough here, and I don't know if they can hold out. Connects with the throw. What'll happen here? Are we gonna see a comeback here? Gets the tips with the low heavy. Player 1
Estranho o personagem, ele parece
Let's see
muito
if they can build
lento.
themselves a streak.
Parece coisa muito lenta.
Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet.
Quer sair do campo,
From up
não.
above. Brushes that off and keeps going. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Was well in range to score the throw. That drive impact is blocked. Player 2 is just about out of drive after that. Takes a trick with a super art connect. They're barely hanging in there. Can they hold out any longer? How will this impact things? Projectile to try and change the situation. That's some big juicy damage on that counter hit. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Squeeze it. Hits them with a stop and bob. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Knockdown and still scrapping for control of the space. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Player 2 needs to use their drive moves to have any chance of a KO.
Nossa.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ganha, hein?
Great match.
O único que eu vi aqui jogar muito bem aqui, Chun-Li, dos melhores. Opening. Okay. Pouco pessoa então. Pô, gente, tá demorando muito.
Great match. Here comes a new challenger.
Ah, nossa. Técnica vai ser complicado.
And they've gone for the same character. Neither side's gonna want to lose this one.
Ready? Then show me. I'm not gonna lose.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Getting careless and missing a drive impact like that will leave you wide open. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. The move whiffs and they get nailed with a punish counter. Takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player 2 is in a tight spot right now. Picks up the win with the projectile. Good read.
Now you
Player
understand?
1 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on.
Round 2. Fight.
They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Impacts a no-go. Forcefully closes the gap. Jumps, brushes that off and keeps going.
100% of the good.
Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Burnout activates. Sends a bar on a Kikosho. That's not gonna hit. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Big chance here to do some damage if they can keep the corner pressure up. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. We have a super art on deck. Expect to see way more pressure here. Nice parry. Wow, that's some big time damage there. Now, can they finish the job? Oh my god, they just choked it up! A quick breather. Raw super hard incoming. The super doesn't hit. Drops them hard. A real test of nerves here. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play it safe. What a finish! Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point.
Fight round. Fight.
Oh my god, they just choked it up! Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Both sides get it. There's a burnout! Player 2 is in burnout state, a very precarious situation. This is where we can expect Kikosho getting in some real damage. Light
No damage.
super hard incoming. Super! That's a back throw for damage and vital positioning. Sets up with the jump in. Throws that off. Poses them with the kicks. Player 2 can't use they are done. Player
Chun-Li.
1 clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back.
Lightning kicks! Lightning kicks!
Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. They need to hold out. We've got both sides without a drive gauge. How will they overcome this? One fighter's drive gauge is just about empty. Can they recover? Oh, and a super activation. Looking to score some juicy damage. Takes a trip. KO.
100% daquele jeito.
Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
A brave forward jump there to start. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. Spins the bar on a Kikosho. Can they keep on him? Risky up-close scrap still going. Breaks the block with a throw. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Burnout activates. Player 2 will have to deal with this dangerous bout of burnout for a while. They back the opponent into the corner. Now to apply the pressure. Player 1, they're going for the super art. There's a change of sides. Both fighters punch this and lead to some big damage. Hazatsu reads the jump in perfectly. Oh my god, they just choked it up. What a finish! Player 2 comes away with the win. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Hits them with a stop and bop. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge.
Nossa,
Trips them up.
nossa, não deu.
Very nice anti-air there. They read their opponent like a book. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Okay, creating some space here. Burnout is triggered. All right, what's coming up next? Player 2 is experiencing burnout. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here.
Nossa,
KO!
empatou?
Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Goes for the aerial Kikosho. Who's going to start things off?
Lightning kicks. Lightning kicks.
Well-timed corner switch. Gets out of the corner. Player 1 has the meter lead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The super art hits. Will this kick both fighters into full gear? The impact doesn't do. Burnout activates.
Nossa.
Player 2 in dire experiencing burnout. The super doesn't hit. Peppers them with the lightning kicks. They're both driveless. This is gonna get messy. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. Reaches out with the lightning kicks. What'll happen here? Overdrive lightning kick burns out. Make smart use of the get. Raw super art incoming. Okay, here, will this super art do anything? Play Kikosho from heaven. Closing moments of the match. Oh my god, closes it out.
Yay.
This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks.
Empatou.
Fight. Round. Fight.
Slick overdrive Tenso there to call them out. Experiencing burnout. Ooh, what a smart blow. Both sides getting ready. Player 2 connects with the throw. Lightning kicks. They are in a real bad situation here. What will they do next? A weird medium kick.
Nossa.
Player 1 survived that tense mirror match.
A new challenger.
Uma partida.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
All right.
Round 1. Fight.
we go. What are these fighters going to do? The drive impact nets them a sweet punish counter. That's how you capitalize on an opponent's mistake. Get the punish counter by waiting for the opponent to whiff an attack and then strike without hesitation. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Looking to cook them up, weaving that super art into the combo. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Knockdown. Player 2 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left to KO.
Nossa.
Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round 2. Fight.
Counting on the super, picks a good spot to use the super. Hits him with a stop and pop. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Experiencing burnout. Player 2 needs to use the cut of the corner here. They gotta be careful not to overextend or their opponent might go for a side switch. Player 2 in dire straits with burnout. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Player 1 is working with a better gauge. What can they do if that's not gonna hit? Grabs and throws them. Going in? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. A real test pumps the brakes on the impact. Gotta do better than that. Flatlines them.
Nossa.
Player 1 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Ok, gente, já vou finalizar a live daqui a pouco. Uma boa noite a todos. Bye bye. Bom dia.
Getting cold feet?
Ok, boa noite, mesa. Tchau, tchau. Bom descanso.